my brothers. What's going on, fellas?
AKA Batman and Robin are back in Gotham City.
Now,
Thank you for having us, Stephen.
Please, the honor is all mine. Who's Batman? Who's Robin? I know the answer to this
That's
question, but I
Batman.
need you to say it, Snoop. 'Cause
Dr.
you don't
Dre.
usually do that.
Look, Doc, when we together, this is Batman.
That's right.
And I'll defer to Robin. Eminem is Robin sometimes too, but he got the E on, so
Gotcha.
he don't mind me splitting the duties.
Right. Dr. Dre.
Yes, indeed.
The honor is all mine. Anything great about music, as far as I'm concerned, that has transpired over the last 30 plus years, if not more, has something to do with you. Because that's
Oh, man, I really appreciate that.
I don't give it often. I don't give it off, but you deserve
I know
it.
you don't. I watch you. I know what's up with you.
You watch me? I mean, am I
Yes.
doing all right? I mean, is my tone okay? Am I
Yeah,
all right?
you there.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. How does it feel to sit here today, sitting next to this man Snoop, knowing what you guys have meant to each other, to the industry, and what you're about to do with one another now?
First of all, it's all love and respect with us. That comes first. And I just want to see my brother win. That's it. So we go in and we say we're going to get down on something, whatever it is, we put our all into it. And there's nothing less than that when it comes to the music or anything that we're trying to do with this gin and juice thing that we're about to promote and all of that. It's just us and we're brothers and we're trying to make something dynamic happen at all times.
But it's amazing because you sat up there and said you just want to see the brother win. And for a second there, I almost stopped you because I was like, you acting like, I said, it sounded like he ain't win. He wins out. This man wins at every damn thing he does.
No,
He
we're about
been
to
winning
win
for decades.
again. We're about to win again.
That's right.
But see, the support, that's the thing. A lot of people don't like to see you winning. He's happy for me to win. He criticizes me, critiques me when I'm not winning, when I'm doing things the inappropriate way that he doesn't feel that's on the level that I'm supposed to be on. So winning is key with him, and it's impressive that we still have our relationship to the same level to where I still respect him and don't feel like I'm bigger than him, I'm better than him. I feel like I'm always gonna be able to listen and learn from him.
Give me an example of what a criticism from Dr. Dre looks like.
Here we
Like
go.
does he pick up the
That's
phone?
a
Is he
tough
in front of his face?
question.
No, I got answer.
I gotta hear this.
Look.
What does that look like?
This what it looked like. Hey, nigga, why you do that Jack in the Box commercial? Cause they gave me $4.5 million. Oh, okay.
Just like that.
Yeah. But
So
it's because he's watching what I'm doing. Like, does that help your brand? Does that really help you get to where you want to get to? It's like an understanding of the way I push me is different than the way he push him.
Yeah, it's different, man. I want him to do less shit.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Less is more
Yeah.
in his eyes.
Okay. Why?
I just think that for his brand and who he is, Jack in the Box, okay. I'm only saying that because he brought it up.
Right.
Jack in the Box, I'm like, nigga, I bet not see your head pop out of that fucking box. That's gonna be a problem.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like that kind of shit. It's like, come on, man. You're bigger than that. So that's how I'm looking at it.
And I love the criticism. It's like it's constructive criticism. It's never taken as hate or he wants me to win. To him, he would rather see me do a fucking big steak commercial for a company that's bigger than Jack in the Box. If you're gonna do something, do the biggest or don't do it at all in his mind. But my thing is I like to touch everybody. I come from the streets, so I'm from the streets to the suites. Sometimes he goes from the suites to the streets. I go the other way. So I make sure I touch everybody from the bottom to the top.
That's
Do
fair.
you think that's accurate? Do you think that's accurate?
That's fair. That's fair.
Your approach.
Because of this shit we're doing right now in this interview,
It's
yeah, I'll
fair.
take that.
It's fair.
Yeah.
It is the truth. You
But-
want me in the suites, cuz, because that's what we
I
got
do.
to.
Well-
What my record sound like? The streets or the suites?
It's both.
What more?
I feel like
what more?
it's more the streets. It's more the streets.
I think it's more suites. Nigga, I sound good on that motherfucker, like elevated.
mean, what
like,
the fuck? That's what you're supposed to sound like.
But only when I'm with you is the excellence of Snoop Dogg's vocals, the excellence of you feeling what he's saying.
This motherfucker.
It's production. You produce me.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas just give me beats. It's a big difference. They give me a beat and let me run off
No, I'm in there producing, and that's what we're doing.
every
And that-
fucking word.
I get the drive. I get the I get the final call when we're in the studio. So
And I
that's
love
Of
it.
course.
Stephen A., this is the type of athlete I am, right? I know I'm good, right? Put up 50 points a night. But when I'm with this nigga, I'm great. I'm liable to get 100 points like Will Chamberlain on a nigga and hold this shit up like this with 100.
What is it that makes you great in your eyes?
I'm trying to be great. I'm still searching for that. So, you know what I mean? I'm just doing me, man. I just wake up with ideas and just try shit. I experiment. I'm always experimenting. You know, some shit hits the target, some doesn't. You know, so but fortunately, my batting average is great.
No question about that.
He ain't telling you, Stephen, that this nigga's a perfectionist. That's
Listen.
what he is. He don't understand that's what he is because he don't get a chance to look at himself. But it's an honor to work with him because he's a fucking perfectionist. And when you hear it, you hear back what he's done with you, then you hear the perfection.
How is it that you, when Snoop says something like, you don't take an opportunity to really, or you don't get an opportunity to step back and look at it? How is that possible, being as intense as you are, being as brilliant as you undeniably are? Don't you have to look at yourself and gauge and judge what you're doing on a
Yes.
day-to-day basis in order to truly reach that level of greatness?
Yes, it's a little bit of fear, and it's a massive amount of trust because I have this man putting his career in my hands, so I got to show up. I wake up every morning thinking about what I have to do when I go to sleep. Before I go to sleep, thinking about what I've done or what I have to do the next morning. So it's always on my mind because, again, it's a massive amount of trust that's been laid upon me. You know, so I got to show up. I got to make sure not only him, Jimmy, and everybody in our circle is impressed with what the fuck I'm doing. And that's my mission. I want to impress. I want to impress. I want to inspire and get inspired. So when I do my thing, and if I do it the right way, I get that gratification from these guys, and that's a great feeling.
Have you ever had any of them look at you and say you did it the wrong way?
Absolutely.
He just finished telling you, you'll tell him. Do you?
That nigga always tell me when I do it.
I know that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
when he had some bad weed, this nigga gave me. This nigga gave me some dirt, nigga.
Right. Yeah. Oh, we going there?
Yeah, nigga, because we telling the truth, nigga. We was Stephen A. And he sent it by the homie, right? So the homie bring it to me.
No, I'm growing my own weed, right?
Okay.
So it
Right.
got to be
Ain't
Snoop
nothing wrong with
Dogg.
it. It's
No,
legal.
the weed's
Ain't
got to
nothing
be
wrong with
Snoop
it.
Dogg
That's right.
approved, right?
Right.
So-
Absolutely.
So he sends it over to me.
So Snoop FaceTime me at 6 a.m. one morning, like, man, get this shit out of here, man. This shit is trash. Don't send this shit to me no more.
What it takes, what I say now?
I need help.
What I say
But
now?
now,
What I say now?
the third batch.
Nigga, what?
I'm about
You
to
won't.
I'm about to have the world. I might go viral with this. Snoop, you know, because I don't smoke no weed. You know what I'm saying? Because of the
You
world.
getting a secondhand smoke right now, nigga. I'm blowing this shit all in your
man, I'm
face.
getting a contact high right now. What makes weed bad? When you say bad weed, Snoop,
Bad weed?
how do you know? How do you know?
It's from the mountains of dirt. It's from the Himalayas of trash. It's just the worst of the worst. It's got seeds in it. It's not growing right. It don't have the look. It doesn't have the feel. And it doesn't make you feel what you're supposed to feel.
Do you feel you're the greatest judge of weed? I gotta ask.
I feel like I'm
this.
one of them. I'm not gonna
ask.
take away from Cheech and Chong, Bob Marley, and all of the great guys that are my peers, the Red Mans, Method Mans, Be Real, Wiz Khalifa. These are my peers.
Right.
But I'm one of them. I'll say that.
I got you. Let's talk a little business for a second here, because Still Jen, Dre, and Snoop. Talk about this for a second. What this project is, how y'all collaborated on this. Talk about this and what y'all what
You
this
wanna
is
go?
all about.
It's your world, Dr. Dre, because you're the one. Basically, what this process is, when it comes to this gin shit, Dr. Dre is the psychologist, the fucking scientist, the drinker, the tester. I'm the marketing, the branding, the push and promote, but he's the one that got that taste
Yeah, I got this.
and the look.
Yeah, I got this. It's like Jimmy can step back, Snoop can step back. I got this. I know what it's supposed to taste like. I know what it's supposed to feel like. So, yeah. Oh, shit.
There you go. How
You know what? Excuse me. Can I have a glass? Let me get a little gin.
You don't smoke, but you drink, huh?
Oh, you already mixed it?
I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch it a little bit.
Put some ice
I'm
in
gonna
there,
touch it a little bit.
fruit
I mean,
punch.
ain't nothing wrong with a little gin.
Damn, I ain't that much of a drunk.
I just want my shit on ice.
She gave me a Dr. Dre glass.
There you go.
I'm Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I've been
baby.
to the laboratory. We developed this shit from ground up. So it has our official taste, and this is just us.
So that's our gin?
This is us. Yeah.
So that's our gin. That's not a
our
gin that
gin.
we borrowed from
We have
somebody
a
or rented.
magnificent group of people that's around, and these scientists and all these taste tests and all of that. And it was
So you put on that white jacket and the gloves and the hat and all that shit?
all of that. Yeah.
Where was I at?
I was getting ready. That was my
Smoking.
next question. That was my next question.
This nigga was probably somewhere smoking.
Listen, he gonna show up when it's time. Though. He
Hello.
gonna show up when it's
And
time.
show out.
No question about it. You're not just a musician. You're not just an artist. Both of you are businessmen. But Dre, obviously when people talk about you, we see this. Because we see him so much everywhere. The man's trying to take my job.
I'm a hermit, man. I like staying at home.
Right.
I came outside for you, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I'm surprised a
You have
nigga
no idea
I'm
how
surprised a
honored I
nigga
am.
didn't make you do the interview in his living room.
I would have come if that's what it took to get this interview. Absolutely. But when you have an opportunity to reflect on what you have accomplished in your career, Dre, when you look at who you are and what you mean to so many people, how does that make you feel at this moment in time in your life?
Man, it's incredible. Hopefully, I'm inspiring some new up-and-coming rappers and producers and engineers, but I don't look back. I never listened to my old music or anything like
Really?
that. I've never listened to my old music. I never let anybody play it around me. I feel like that's masturbation at the highest level. You
I
know what
like to
mean?
masturbate. And
I don't.
Dre and Fred have a show called Masturbators coming soon.
It's a fishing show by Matt Beer.
You're right.
No, but I just I'm always thinking forward. I don't live my life with a rear view mirror. I'm always thinking forward. I don't give a fuck about what I did or what's in the past. I guess I'll sit down with my grandkids at some point and
Yeah, no doubt.
and
So, Doc.
listen to some of the things I've done. Even going back to 1985 when I started with NWA and the whole nine, and go back and listen to what I was doing at that time when I was green as shit, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking about that in the future, going back and listening to the songs. Again, I've never
Man, this
sat
nigga
down.
ain't never listened to The Chronic from top to bottom. We ain't
No.
never listened
No.
to Doggy Style from top to bottom.
I've never listened to any of the music I've done.
Me and him together have never listened to it.
Wow.
I think it's going to be a fun experience going back and listening to just like everything that I've done in the trajectory and how I've grown
let's just
musically.
start with Doggy Style before we put Missionary out so we can make sure it's all the way
How
right.
about that? Make
No,
sure it's all the
I
way
can't
right.
do that.
And
Nope.
Missionary, I love the title. He told me about this months ago. He told me about this. And y'all got this coming out now. And when did y'all make that decision to collab and to do
Dr.
this?
Dre.
Talk
It's
about
all
that.
Dr. Dre, Dr. Dre.
I don't know. I thought it was funny as shit, you know, our first collaboration being Doggy Style and flipping it, calling it Missionary. I thought that was funny
No doubt.
and fun.
No
you
doubt.
know?
The
So,
title itself, no question. But I'm talking about the overall work, the decision to regroup, to
Dr.
reunite.
Dre. Dr. Dre seen me out there freelancing, doing my shit. He was like, nigga, let me do your next album. Give me 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I'm like,
No,
all right.
no.
I'm always gonna stick to my story, cuz my shit ain't gonna change.
that's
nigga.
not what we. That's not what.
That is.
That's
you
not
said,
what was said.
You said that's what we're gonna start with. This
No,
not
you
you're
said
gonna
we could
finish.
do it in 2 weeks.
Not do it. I mean, we can work together. Start in
Nah,
2 weeks.
nigga, don't fucking backpedal now. You said, yeah, we can get the album done in 2 weeks.
You're
That's
right.
what you said.
I did. And then this was okay. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna man up. I'm gonna stand on business.
Right.
But your favorite line through this whole motherfucking process has been, just give me 2 days, nigga.
2 days.
And 2 days ends up being 20 days and 30 days.
Yeah, I said 2 days about 40 times.
That's right.
Yeah,
But I ain't mad at it. When he say 2, what I say? You get
yeah.
3.
But what made you decide to do it? Did you just want to, or were you seeing his work as great as he is, and you were saying something's missing?
Well, I'm seeing Snoop and his what he's doing, his trajectory and how he's doing his thing, and I'm like, yeah, he's about his fucking business, and he's doing something that's great, especially his coaching, the football teams, the Little League football teams, and it's like everything that he's doing. And I want to be a part of that. I stay wanting to be a part of Snoop's legacy and what he's doing. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to reconnect with him and do this project. And you know, I love him and he's my brother.
Yes.
So
You've been nominated 16 times. I think it's a crime that they haven't blessed you with a Grammy. I think it's ridiculous. You alluded to that not happening for you.
let me step in. I don't
Please.
think we should fucking like go down that road
Sure.
because
Please.
if and when he wins, I don't want it to be
like they gave it to me out of
because
sympathy.
of this type of conversation.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I feel you. I feel you. No, that's fair. That's fair.
My grandma always told me, let your work speak for you, son.
That's right.
So you'll never hear me crying about it, complaining about it, none of that shit. My Grammy is my kids in the football league that made it to the NFL.
Right.
That's my Grammy.
Well, you remember, you and I talked. Hell, I ain't never won no damn journalism award. I ain't never won no.
But you won the people.
I ain't
though.
never won no sports commentator
You
award.
won the people,
We
though.
talked about that.
Yeah,
We
but
talked-
everybody's fucking with you.
See,
so-
when you won the
Exactly.
people,
That's
that's
what
all
I'm
that
trying to tell you.
matters.
That's
yeah.
what I'm trying to tell you. So
Yeah.
it's a beautiful feeling. But I think about
Look at how everybody's fucking with Snoop.
right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what really matters.
Can a Grammy match that feeling?
No.
Nope. No way.
No,
No way.
that's what I'm saying.
No,
So-
but we're gonna go get that
Yeah.
okay.
anyway.
That's
so,
his mission for me.
Right.
Yep. I
That's
said
where
that at the beginning of the
that's where I
project.
was
That's
going.
that. But see,
We're
that
gonna
was
go
a
get
secret.
that. We're
That
gonna
was
go
a
get
secret.
that. We're gonna earn that.
Yeah.
We ain't got to talk about why he didn't have it up
Yeah,
until now.
say
We ain't got to
that.
talk about
But I
that.
wasn't
that.
getting into it. Just so you know, I wasn't going to why he didn't get it. I was going to what the mission was moving forward.
See how my
Okay.
big brother
Missionary
protect me though?
beyond.
But you see how he protect me?
I feel
Did
you.
Did you
And he's
feel
supposed
him?
to.
Did you
I
feel
think
him?
that's
He
how-
went
that's
straight
how-
in
that's how it's
defense
supposed to be.
mode. Like, hold
That's
on,
supposed
nigga,
to
wait a
be.
minute.
I
That's how
can't
it's
help
supposed
it.
to
He
be.
like, nigga, watch out. I can't.
That's how it's supposed
He
to be.
going to Snoop Dogg defense mode. And I just got to sit back and be like, okay.
That's what it is.
You're protective of each other.
Yes.
How protective are you of him?
I would not let a motherfucker disrespect him, his legacy, or none of the shit he's ever done for me or anybody else in the game. And I respect him enough to, if he calls me and I'm out of pocket,
Mhm.
and he gives me information to get my shit right,
Mhm.
I don't ever disrespect his checking. I love to get checked by Dr. Dre.
Right. Is it possible to disrespect Dr. Dre in this business? How is it possible? I'm trying to figure out how is it
No,
possible.
but when you're brothers, sometimes you have miscommunication.
Right.
But long as it's love as the front piece to the vehicle, we always get over that. Like he always say, it's two people he can't never be mad at. Me and his son. He said every time I walk in the room, he could be mad as fuck at me, then all of a sudden he just don't be mad.
Yo,
no
man,
more.
it's fucked up because they know that. As soon as I,
So they mess with you, right? So they mess
Shout
with
out
you.
to my nigga
They
Troy.
antagonize you and the
as soon
whole
as I
bit.
Shout out
see
to
that,
my nigga
you
Young
know,
Troy,
like to the
right?
studio or some shit. As soon as I see that smile, man, it's like, man.
He be texting me all the way there. Where the fuck is you at? Nigga, we been here for 30 minutes. Where you at? And I walk in and be like, well, nigga.